Good morning. I want to welcome all of you to Boynton Beach Community Church. I'm Dudley Hodges, the pastor. We're so glad that you've chosen to spend part of your Sunday right here with us. I woke up this morning and I had this concern. It's actually a concern that I often have when I wake up on Sunday morning, and it's the concern that I might be late to church, because that would probably not be a good thing. Now, I looked up the word yesterday for the fear of being late, and I wanted to share it with you. It's the term allegrophobia. Now, I don't know how many of you have that same concern or that same fear. Some of you may be entirely immune to it. I've noticed this, that in marriages, that often one person has the concern and the other doesn't. We probably could share some stories about that. But the fact is, we all have different things that we're afraid of. In fact, in the Bible, the very first emotion mentioned is fear. And of course, we have all these words to describe our fears. For example, claustrophobia, which is what? Fear of small or confined spaces. Arachnophobia, yeah, the fear of spiders. Now here's one that you may not be familiar with, but I don't think that any of you have this, or at least if you do, you can seal it really well. It's ecclesiophobia, the fear of church. It doesn't look like you guys have the fear of church this morning, which is a good thing. Now, we know that God doesn't want us to be afraid. And there are all these verses in the Bible that remind us of that. One of my favorite is Psalm 27, verse 1. And it says this: "The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid?" And another favorite verse is in the book of Isaiah. It's Isaiah 41:10, where God is speaking to his people. And he says, "Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not anxiously look about you, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with my victorious right hand." And so this morning, church, could we stand and just praise God that he is with us and that he's for us. Father, this morning I think about the words of this first song that we're going to sing. And they say, "You hear me when I call. You are my morning song. Though darkness fills the night, it cannot hide the light. Whom shall I fear?" And Father, these words as well. "I know who goes before me. I know who stands behind. The God of angel armies is always by my side. The one who reigns forever, he is a friend of mine. The God of angel armies is always right by my side." Lord, I pray this morning that those would be more than words on a screen this morning. That would be the experience of our hearts and of our lives, knowing that there is a God who is with us and a God who is for us. A God who whispers, "Don't be afraid." And so God, whatever's happening in our lives this morning, I pray that we would know that you're in control of this world, in control of everything. And that we would rest in that, because God, here's the truth. Our lives are in your hands, and there's no better place to be. And for that, we praise you.